Phew. How many bank robberies are there gonna be in one day? These guys have got to be working together. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, just stay put for a second. Listen. I know what you're thinking. You just discovered Aurum's secret identity, and now you want to tell everyone. But, come on. Don't do that. I hide who I am for a reason. Well, for starters, I'm technically not working within the law. But that's the beauty of vigilantism. I don't have to worry about red tape or following procedure. The only reason I stop crimes as well as I do is because no one knows who I really am. If I get exposed, then Aurum the superhero is effectively dead. And, that would affect more than just me. I can handle myself, but I don't want anyone else I know to get hurt because some criminal decided they wanted revenge. And listen, I could physically stop you. If I wanted to. I could crush that phone. But I don't want to resort to that. Now I'm asking you, please do the right thing and delete that photo. Thank you. I really appreciate the fact you were listening. You could have been famous, but you made the right choice. Honestly, that says a lot about you as a person, really. Oh, well, thanks. It's always nice to meet a fan. I know I'm not really a high-profile hero, but it's still nice to know that I have a fan base. Hold on. You make video... Hold on, you're not Aurum Central, are you? No way. Huh. You said you were my biggest fan. You really weren't kidding. You've literally made tons of videos of me. Well, I really am happy to meet you, and now I can definitely see why it would be hard for you to delete that photo. You could have been lost in the ocean of popularity and trending if you had used it. I have to tell you, you've actually made a big difference for me. When I first started the superhero thing, I had a lot of doubts about myself, even whether or not I could really help people, but you picked up on what I was doing so early, and you made me feel like people were actually noticing what I was doing. It was a huge confidence booster. I mean, without you, I'd have absolutely no following. And believe it or not, it's really important for a hero to have a following. Once people really know who a hero is and talk about them all the time, that's when the police stop trying to hunt them down and start helping them instead. Honestly, I don't know if it's just they trust the hero that they recognize, or if it's just a PR issue. And Well, it's just, like I said, I am really happy to meet you, but I guess this also makes me, a bit uneasy. Well, out of all the people who could learn my secret identity, you're probably the most worrisome, just because of how much you could gain from leaking that information about me. Don't get me wrong, you've always shown me in a good light, but how do I know you won't have a moment of weakness one day? If you get a drop in viewership, who knows what you might be willing to do. I hope it doesn't sound like I think you're a bad person or something like that. It's just, I know that people can be insistent, and it's kind of a cynical viewpoint for a superhero, I know, but it's just backup from plenty of experience. A promise is good, though, but it is better to make sure you don't have a reason to go back on it. I just need time to think about this. Oh, how about this? Maybe we should stay in contact. You could interview me every so often, or something like that. I figured if you get an exclusive interview, then you'll definitely have a leg up on other news sources, right? That way, you don't ever need to leak my identity. Yeah, that makes sense to me, if that sounds alright to you, of course. Great. Well, while we're both here, is there anything you want to know about me? Okay, we may have to save some of those for another time. A million questions is a bit too much to answer all at once. My powers? Oh, I guess I've never talked to anyone about what they all are or where they came from. Hey, this is probably going to go as good for me as it is for you. There are some superheroes out there who try to hide how their powers work, but I think it's better for it to be public knowledge in the long run. Supervillains always find out your weakness anyway, but sometimes fellow superheroes with similar powers can teach each other. If they have the same origin, that is. Well, I guess the obvious part about it is, if I power up, that's whenever I turn all golden looking. That actually inspired the name. Aurum is just Latin for gold. Anyways, while I'm powered up, I have super strength and I can fly. Those are pretty basic superpowers, but I know I can use them really well. I'm pretty familiar with martial arts too. So it's not like I can just fly at things and punch them. I can really make use of my full strength. I've heard some people speculate that I have more power than I'm hiding. And not to my knowledge, but I think what I have is more than enough. As where I got them from, it's just my biology. My people were born with at least the potential to access this power, though some are better at it than others. Oh no, I'm not an alien. Well, I guess I might be, depending on your definition. No, I'm just from an alternate dimension. I am human, but humans are different where I come from. Back home? I was one of the best fighters in the world. Martial arts are pretty popular there, and I was a little bit of celebrity, actually. Why did I leave? You know, why don't we save that one for another time? That ought to be plenty of material for a video, right? Hey, can I ask you something? I know we only formally just met, but I've actually been looking for someone to, well, confide in, you know? Someone who knows both my superhero side and my civilian side. It's just that normally I always have to keep secrets from somebody. Whether it's my hero identity or my secret identity, it would be nice if I had someone to talk to sometimes who just, knows. Not to mention that you hold a lot of power with all those videos you make. Honestly, maybe if my identity were even closer to being revealed, you could set people up on another path. Put some kind of red herring out there? I don't want to tell you what you have to do, but it would mean a lot to me to know that there's someone out there who has my back, that they could help me keep my secret safe. That would be perfect. Good idea. Leaking some fake information preemptively would make it a lot more credible. That would really take the load off my mind. Hey, thanks for being so cool and helpful about all this. Like I said, I was a little bit famous back home, so I know better than anyone that some fans aren't actually all that considerate. I've had so-called fans steal from me, invade my privacy, and worse. You, though, you've been just great. Thank you so much. In fact, do you need a ride, wherever it was you were going? I assume you don't actually have business here in an alleyway. Oh, so you heard about the robbery? And you ran over to catch a picture. Your intuition is pretty sharp. So, this is your hiding spot to stay safe, I'm assuming? Weren't expecting me to fly over you, Well then, I can fly you home if you like. Not at all. It's gonna be easy for me. Sure, just hold on to me like that. Yeah, that works. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? You never forget your first time flying. I was only 10 whenever I first learned how to fly. It was such a rush. I wish I could, but flying you to work would probably be a bad idea. If a superhero starts flying to the same place every day, they're just asking for an ambush. But I wouldn't mind flying you every now and again. This is the right address, right? Okay, good. I was worried for a second there I'd landed in the wrong backyard. I had that happen once and I got my ass chased by a Rottweiler for miles. No, I was flying. I was flying and he chased me for miles. Well, I have to get going. I'll contact you later. I can get your email address from your website, right? Great. Well, it's been... Seriously, you've just been so amazing. I mean that. Take care.